hello everyone. Welcome to the another episode of Social Buzz Unplugged, the podcast where we go beyond the screen, scroll, and CTAs to bring the human stories of ITXITPro. I'm your host Manasvi Gupta. Please welcome the calm in our digital storm, Yash Swami, the digital marketing head at ITXITPro.
Hello,
Hello Yash, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good. So let's start the very first question. From the very beginning, Yash, what sparked your interest in digital marketing and how did your journey lead you to becoming the digital marketing head at ITXITPro?
It all started with how someone can make money out of blogging, just sitting at home, publishing articles. And that sparked my interest. I came to know about things like Google Analytics, Google Ads, Search Console, things like that. And I realized that you can make a career out of it. I realized that I need to have some professional education regarding this. And at that time in Jaipur, there were not much institutes or colleges, who are even aware about digital marketing. So I researched it and I found a institute called Delhi School of Internet Marketing. They had a headquarter in Malvinagar in Delhi. So I went there, I discussed everything with them, and then I enrolled into the course. It was a 6 months diploma course, and after that there was an internship. So that's how I ended up in digital marketing.
Amazing. Okay, Yash, let's proceed to the next question. Now you have worked in fast-paced metros and now in Jaipur, which is blooming as digital hub. What's the biggest shift you have noticed in work culture, opportunities, and digital ecosystem?
So the basic work, like the work you do is same, but how you do it and what is the work pressure is like, it's different for each organization and as well as the city that you live in. So in metros, everyone is very professional and expects that the work to be done on time and things like that. While in smaller towns and cities like Jaipur, the things are little laid back, clients are also little laid back. But over the years, I've realized that the client is much more educated and informed about what they expect, and their questions are also quite intelligent in that aspect. So yeah, people are catching up, and not just like premium clients, or you can say people with big brands are getting used to accustomed to digital marketing, but also the small shopkeepers and the small brands, mom and pop shops, they are also trying their hand in digital marketing, SEO, social media, things like that. Yeah, so it has been a learning curve for both us as a digital marketer and people who are availing digital marketing services.
Okay. Yash, you are proud girl dad and a digital leader. How do you balance the chaos of deadline with the calm of bedtime stories? Has fatherhood changed your leadership style?
That's an interesting question. Yes, I have a little girl who's very naughty, and in some aspects, it reminds me of my team that I work with. So, definitely, as you grow in your personal life, it definitely changes you and your working style, your leadership style. So, definitely, fatherhood has changed me as a digital marketer, as a team leader, and as a manager. So it makes you more calm and laid back, and you learn to work things out in a mess. So yeah, it has been a learning curve for both me as a person and professionally as well. So becoming a father and take someone else's responsibility, it definitely changes you.
We all have our own no moments. Was there ever a campaign or decision that didn't go as planned? What did that experience teach you?
There was a client who's been running both SEO organic campaigns and paid campaigns, and there were a lot of irrelevant URLs indexed into it. So we were learning at that time, and there was a technique which we were trying out, and accidentally we de-indexed the entire website of the client. It was a very panicky situation for all of us, but at that moment we realized, okay, things can go wrong at any time. So At that time, we learned how to keep calm in that situation. Also, we learned how to work as a team. So I remember I asked for help from my entire team, and we started re-indexing the website so that the damage is not prolonged, and the campaigns can go again, and client can start receiving traffic on their website. So it was a crazy situation, but it was an experience. And recently also somebody else did the same thing, but I knew how to handle that situation. It was quite a learning experience for that, and I was able to handle that situation. So the more mistakes you make, the better experience you get at cleaning up that mess.
I think यही mistakes होती है जो आपकी team bonding को test करती है.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. You have watched the digital space evolve like crazy. Looking into 2025, what trends excite you the most, and what do you think is just overhyped?
The industry has been permanently changed with the involvement of AI, and I think all industries and sectors have been affected through it. But obviously, digital marketing, web, and IT has been especially affected, and I think it has pushed us forward. I think almost a decade and a half into the future with the use of AI and how people are using it in different sectors for their services in manufacturing, retail, IT, tools and things like that. Even social media, you can agree that there has been
audio to image.
Yes.
Everywhere we are
So
using AI.
yeah, it has been a very interesting journey. And for me, like the most interesting thing that I have seen, like people are shifting from Google to AI tools like ChatGPT, Grok, and Perplexity. So Google's search share has been declining ever since last 1.5 year, and people are, even you and I are using more and more ChatGPT and things like that, going through our day-to-day queries. So it has been an interesting insight, because Google used to be the BAP of all search engines, and we used to have very much focus on optimizing things for Google, the websites, and even social media profiles. So people are finding all sorts of information directly from, which is sourced from even within from different websites in a single platform, in a single dashboard. So it has been an interesting challenge to optimize the websites both organically and targeting ads using AI. This has been quite a learning experience and a challenge as well. I see a lot of videos on Instagram and things like where people overpromise the use of AI and how it can reduce the manual effort to zero. So I don't think it is practically possible to get things automated and they will keep running and performing at the same pace. You will have to always make efforts. So definitely some use cases of AI are very overhyped.
Okay. In a world obsessed with likes and followers, what does real success in digital marketing look like to you?
Like and followers are just like any other metrics, but they are not the only metrics which clients should be focusing on. It's more about the experience that you give to your target audience and customers. So I think it is more about experience optimization than getting more reach or likes or followers, so that you can build long-term relationships and get digital success.
You mentor so many of us, and what is the common mistake you see in young marketers, and what would you say to a fresher who just entered in this field?
That's an interesting question, but a very relevant one this time. So, definitely, what I observe in a lot of freshers and people who are new to the digital marketing field is that they are in too much of a hurry. So, they want to learn everything fast in just a period of say 2 months or 3 months, like a crash course. But things doesn't work like that in real world. You need to spend a significant amount of time on a platform or doing certain kind of activities or optimizations to be a master of it. A lot of newbies in the field lack the patience and the drive to continue doing the same thing, even if you are getting bored of it, or even if you are thinking that okay, I have learned this, I need to move on to the next thing. You never know what kind of challenge you may face in your day-to-day tasks and activities. So having a lot of patience and a drive to learn the skills and learn the intricacies of every aspect of digital marketing is something that a fresher should focus on, rather than learning too many things at the same time. So yeah, that is one thing that I would like a fresher to focus on, because you don't want to be a jack of all trades and master of none. So they should focus on getting specialized in each and every skill with patience and things like that, and always keep learning new things. Always stay with the new trends. You may agree with me that things are always changing,
And it's a very dynamic.
yeah, very dynamic world. So always keep learning and keep growing.
Describe the energy and vision of ITXITPro in one sentence. What makes it stand out from every other place you have worked in?
The mantra of ITXITPro has always been a simple one, which is learn, implement, and grow. We always stick to these three core principles of working. When you work here, you get a lot of opportunities to try new things, face new challenges, and learn new things, and even implement. So, like, there is no bar hold on learning and implementation. If you want to try something, if things are not working out, so there is always a hustle culture here. So that is something that you may not find at other organizations, because sometimes in other organizations there are things are very set in stone, and you have set priorities and responsibilities which you may have to stick to. But here you may have to wear a lot of hats, but that also contributes to your learning and growth.
Let's proceed to the next question. Let's fast forward a few years. If your daughter tells you that she wants to get into digital marketing, what's the first lesson you would give her about the industry?
Okay, so if my daughter asks me to be a digital marketer, the first and foremost thing that I would tell her is to always inculcate a habit of learning new things. Always keep reading about new things, new trends, because as we just talked about, things are very dynamic in this industry. So if you are not in a habit of learning new things or reading new things, you are not cut out for this field. So that is something that everyone must consider who is entering this field and this industry, that you will always have to be learning. It's not like you have done a 6 month course or 1 year course and you are done and set for life. No, you'll always have to be aware of the new trends and things like that. So, and there are no playbook that is always always have to follow. Things are dynamic, and the playbook is always changing. So you'll have to learn and adapt, learn to adapt according to the trends and challenges which the industry throws back at you. So that is one thing, and the second would be learn to love the hustle.
And the digital marketer can never be in own comfort zone.
Yes, obviously.
So let's move to the last question, the final one. When Yash Swami logs off from the digital world, what's your happy place in the offline world?
That would definitely be my daughter, my family, and my books. So that is one thing that calms me down and makes me manage all the pressures and challenges of the job.
That was insightful and honest. Thank you, Yash, for sharing your journey.
Thank you for having me on Social Buzz. Thank you.